Feels a little overblown for this. How we doing, RMIT? Yes, that's good energy. All right. Look, I'm doing a storytelling thing at the moment, so I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story, and if you want to hear the rest of it, you're going to kind of have to see me in the fringe. But I will leave you on a nice note. I won't leave you like halfway through something. So this story happens in America, and I'm taking a long bus trip across America. It's from Las Vegas to Texas. So to contextualize, that is 2,100 kilometers, so roughly twice the length of the Nullarbor. It's basically me going from Fear and Loathing through to Breaking Bad. You know what I mean? Like I'm going from people taking drugs in the desert to people making drugs in the desert. You know what I mean? It's the whole spectrum of desert and drug experience. Like that's what's happening there. Right. So I'm traveling around. This bus that I'm traveling on. I'm traveling on a bus. The route that it takes is such a convoluted path, sort of such a twisty, windy, twisty path that the trip is going to take 36 hours. And 36 hours, like I don't know how you feel about buses. 36 hours, it's a long time to be on a bus. You know what I mean? I don't want to be on a bus from the time it takes to get from the front of the bus to the back of the bus. That is too long to be on a bus. So 36 hours is an eternity. Like I could say I could confidently say this because I have never seen a happy bus driver. You know what I mean? That's how I know that nobody ever wants to be on the bus, because they're the only ones getting paid to be on the bus. Well, you think one of them would be happy, right? I mean, I did hear tell once of a happy bus driver, but the only reason that he was happy was because he was retiring, so he would never have to ride the bus again. And maybe we all know the happiness of a retiring bus driver in our lifetime. I feel like I've heard that story, but I don't know if it's true. I don't know. I doubt its validity, to be honest. I think it's an urban myth, like alligators in the sewers or Bigfoot or trickle-down economics, you know what I mean? Like these things that just don't exist. Anyway, I'm on this bus. I think the final piece of context you need is that the bus is it's a little company called Megabus. Does anyone know? No, good. All right, you're about to learn something. So to give you, I don't know the best context to give you. If the regular bus is like the economy class of the road, then Megabus is like if economy class had its own economy class. That I feel like that's a fairest description I can give them. Basically, it's like taking a music festival porta potty on a cross-country tour. That is, yeah, that's right. That's the level that we're working with for 36 hours. So we're going to go a little into the trip. I'm going to skip over some stuff. And part of the reason that trip takes so long is that you are sort of dropped off in different areas and you get interconnecting buses. Now, one of the big appeals of Megabus, you might wonder why you would take such a bus. You can get tickets for as low as $1. And that's super appealing when you have no money. You know, and like I like to think that this is a story of a small town boy trying to make it in the world, but this is just a story of an idiot with not enough money taking the bus. And but that story doesn't get you festival awards, so I've got to like bump it up a bit, right? I've got to make it sound cool. Now, so I get left in this town, and I say in this town, like literally, they charge so little for their tickets. They don't have like Greyhound bus stations. They leave you on major streets. They just pull into a town, you get off, and they're like, all right, see you, good luck out there. Have fun. So I'm in this town. Fortunately, in this particular town, they do leave you at a Greyhound. Problem with that is the Greyhound station that they leave you at in this town, so they drop me off at 10 p.m., which is exactly when the Greyhound station closes, and my bus doesn't come until 4 a.m. So I've got 6 hours sitting in the dark like an international hobo, just trying to survive. And of course, I've got to do what I've got to do to get in. So I feel like, it's like Maslow said it was what? Shelter, water, and food, right? But I think the modern Maslow's hierarchy of needs is like shelter, water, Wi-Fi. Because once I get the Wi-Fi, the food will come to me. So that's fine. So I'm going to try and track down that new hierarchy of needs. I go to the nearest McDonald's, and from there, this dude spots me. He obviously figures out that I'm from out of town, either that or he thinks I'm running away, because I've got like my big bag and everything. So he decides to check in. It's a really nice interaction that we have. He's a very friendly guy. The only problem with this interaction is he leaves me like this. He says, just so you know, this area, real dangerous. You need to be careful and then just leaves. Doesn't tell me where to avoid, doesn't tell me where to go to be safe, just disappears into the night like the least helpful Batman. You know what I mean? He's like, I've given you your warning, you're on your own from here. Or like, I don't know, maybe he's a Batman in search of an origin story. Like he befriends all of the drifters through town so that inevitably when one of them gets murdered, he's like, that's it. That's what sort of triggered my, I'm going to avenge that guy and I'm going to go out there. Like I don't know what his motivation was. I don't know why he didn't say anything. But tell you what, when that bus pulled up, I've never been more excited to jump on a bus. Like all of my previous, gone. I was just like, yes, we're going straight. I wouldn't be surprised to figure out that he worked for Megabus and he just went from town to town being like, it's real dangerous around here. Bet you can't wait for that bus to come back, hey? All right, guys, thanks a lot. I'm going to leave you there.